Rising, y'all. Welcome to the morning meditation. The 5th of April, 2026. Want to start warming up, separating the heavens from the earth. This is when Shu went between Gab and Nut in the separation after the strong unity of that unbridled love. They came Asar, Aset, Set, Neptet, where Asar and Aset gave birth to Heru. We say, Duaneteru, Netejneteru, Aku Neteru. It's a beautiful morning. Thought we would just sit and meditate, Easter Sunday. That reminds me of the story of the pyramids. They say back in the days when you finish your initiation, the pyramids, they'd give you psilocybin, that mushroom that gives you psychedelic effects. And you'd be told to go and sleep in the king's chamber, in the Great Pyramids. Stone you for 3 days. When you come back with fresh knowledge. How to be a king. So let's say Christ died. On the 3rd day he rose. So I took my psilocybin, went to the king's chamber, aligned with the pyramids. Now here I am. So start up with the butterflies so we can stay in the lotus pose for some time. We're not going to go into the full lotus. We're going to go into what they call Sukhasana, the easy sitting lotus. Do this for 30, 60 seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. go into a meditation that I think would last about 30 minutes, if not longer. And this meditation is established in the aluname part, in the postures of the hands and limbs of the body. So when we're standing like this, we'll attribute this part to A, this part to N, this part to A. That should be Ane, the top. And we bring our hands down, we'll attribute this part to M, this part to E, this part to L. Go on to the bottom, we open our legs wide like that. We attribute this part to U, this part to O, and the space between, we attribute it to Y. Yeah. When we put it together, this part becomes the verb. And still, when we put it like this, legs become this side becomes B, B. This side becomes the H. If you bend them like this, they come and meet at the Y, which was the space between before we joined it in the V. They become, this becomes the F, and this becomes the D. I mean, okay, invert it with the previous G. No, that wasn't G, that was D. This is one that says H. So when it's like this, it's D. And when we put it like this, it's H. So touch. So lastly, at the top, we're gonna have this side. When they come like this, we have R, S. So X becomes neck, and the hips becomes Q, Z, respectively. Now, all the others which are remaining are just movements that are attributed to parts in this meditation. Which, moving meditation is another meditation. So, like we say, start up with a circle, draw a circle of sound. Let's see, I, ooh, close eye. Ooh, it is 8. That represents infinity. Now, the full circle will become I, O, A. Now, if you have the void in your mind, that should be easy to visualize. We're going to close our eyes. Start the meditation. Placing the finger in your right hand, visit the arm, the Chinman, right? That meditation, like we said the other time, deals commitment, deals attitude, deals sustenance, it deals with the planet Saturn. And now it deals with the raised left hand. If I look at it like this, that is to be facing me. So yes, R. You can just echo the sound R at the back of your mind, not having to say it or what it is. You can just say start by doing it audibly first, so that the mind can respond to the echo. That thought, you get your commitment, all your commitments. This is why the student says, are you a committed student? Are you a committed accountant? Are you a committed parent? Are you a committed teacher? Are you a committed farm worker? What attitude you have towards the entirety of what you do, of all these commitments? Is it an attitude of a victim who is to do what they don't want to do? Is it an attitude of joy? Are you a labor of love in what you do? Is it an attitude of giving up? You're just doing it because there's nothing else to do? Is your commitment benefiting the way it should or the way you want? Are you satisfied? Contemplate on those aspects. Take a breath. I learned something a few days ago about neurogenesis, which is conscious neurogenesis. Count to 5 and breathe in, hold for 5, release 7 counts, visualize the energy. You have some affirmations. I'm gonna try to cultivate an affirmation in this first meditation. Then 5 times, hold 5, out 7. Visualization that we're breathing in life, hold it, have the affirmation that we cultivated this moment that says, my positive attitude will help me to do good. I'm committed to doing good, because that it will produce reciprocal effect courage. Our attitude gives us inspiration. As we have gone apart, towards our thoughts, our transcendence, go through, which is H, which is a propitiation, a blessing. Now, with this blessing, we're not going to take long on that because we're more focused on the primary of this meditation. It's not going to be long meditation, but it's going to be quite long. And you might not even go until the end of this video. So you get the concept by the time the video ends. Take a deep breath. Visualize all the blessings you have. Prostrate. Give thanks to all the sources you benefited from. Bless them by wishing them good. For instance, we have the sun. It gives but never asks for anything from us. We just give thanks, just receive, we bless. So kiss the sun as the smite. Bless the sun so that it continue giving us. So that it doesn't scorch us, doesn't burn us too much. Bless ourselves by using what the sun gives us. We give thanks. The sun is giving. I think we can do that. Yes, that's what the appreciation meditation is all about. Connect with that. Are you thankful? Are you know that you are blessed? Because I don't want you to say you think you believe because you are blessed as much as you can get blessed and say you are blessed. Thanks. Let's get into my sabotage. Let's move on to the next, which is the Now with looking at head. So get your attention on the head, thought, the seed for the meditation. Now with thought, transcendence balance each other out. We can see beyond the 3D when our thoughts transcend. We see things that are not physical. We see love. We see joy, but they're not physical. All the expressions are physical. We see electricity, but it's not physical. The expression is physical. So we see things we cannot touch and transcend it. They are based on the physical, but you cannot point them out. Sometimes even transcendence can mean mastering something so that you can go beyond it. So without transcendence, with all the love we feel, with all the joy we have involved, the thoughts we have that drive us, that give us those emotions. Are we on the positive or on the negative? Are we on the giving or the receiving? Are we thinking positive thoughts most of the time so that we can transcend what brings us down? Another question would be, are we thinking constructively so that we build a structure with thought that we can actually sit on top of it? Take the story of Dumule, not Dumule, no. Back in the days, history says, a young man who taught to build his own shelter and take the dough and make an arc, put it up, build a dome. To test the strength, you have to stand on top of it. Even your strength, it's not easy to stand on the circuit, to get on top of the circular surface. You have to stand on top of it. So that is transcended. Transcended that dome. You're not on that mundane level anymore. You are above that level of manifestation. So the dome is constructed. Can you stand on top of it? Can you think positive and enjoy being in that dome and know that no, but there is a space on top of the dome that you can stand on? Can we use our thoughts to change our reality? Like for instance, in psychology they say if you have a negative thought, think of a counter thought. If you have a negative thought, you think you're sad because maybe something didn't go your way. Think of things that did go your way. Can we use our thoughts in that way? Take a deep breath again. Think about that. Right? Right? I'm gonna move on to what connects. What connects the head, which is the shoulder, to the other arm, which is E. So to the shoulder of W, we have the principle to meditate on, which is the seed of a short meditation before we get to a longer one on E. The seeds of beginning, initiation, invention, innovation. So when we look at that, start to consider, how did you begin your day? From that perspective, like we're beginning our day right now. If you started anything that is ongoing right now, like building a team to start this form of meditation for the better world for everyone of us, a day at a time. If you invented anything, you initiated it, you taught someone something that they may be using, being the first to teach them that skill. If you innovated another way of doing something that is more effective than the ways that have been used initially. Take a deep breath. Concentrate on that. If your initiations, if your innovations, if your inventions make you feel good, then go with it. If you started something that you're not proud of, there's a path you can follow on the board. It's either clockwise or anti-clockwise, depending on your orientation. But you can start by building yourself, your character, through these principles that we're discussing. So that when you get to this level again, when you decipher, complete the circle at this point of your head again, you'll be feeling better about all the mistakes you've done. Once everything happened, stop with smoking cigarette, just that one damn cigarette. I'm very sure I'm proud of it right now. You know, just an example. So you can go back to that point where you look at why did you actually start? And what can you change to that attitude or that attitude that make you start? And as you move along the board, background from adolescent to youth, a young adult to an adult. You've transformed from an atheist to a Christian to a Rasta, to a spiritualist to a yogi. You've transformed from a hip hop lover to a house lover to a reggae lover to a jazz lover. Your energy when you were a kid, when you were a youth, when you were an adult. Is it being used on the same items, same functions? And energy not in the form of just electricity, not in the form of heat, not in the form of sound, not in the form of the potential, but also in that, not just in the form of kinetic. Transformation of energy that is spiritual, spirit energy inspires you to do something that is in spirit too. So it's inspired. So the spiritual energy, what drives you to do what you do, that is the meditation of it. Inspiration, energy, spiritual. So the energy that surrounds how you feel where you are, when you are where you are, that energy is positive. Is it really inspiring you to do good things? Is it building you? Is it making you feel like more of yourself? Are you a stranger in your own land? The energy around you, the energy in you, do they communicate? Do they resonate? Is there an alignment between your intentions and the environment you're in? Does that also determine the type of energy that drives you? Are you in any position to transform it? Maybe negative to positive, or maybe potential to a vocal sound, or maybe a movement to what did I say? A movement to a thermal energy. You know, this movement creates heat in the hands. So can you transform your energy? So like Shiva Shakti, energy and transformation have to align. Like I say, respect is just the minimum. You know, I say mercy, temperance, severity. So we look at energy transformation. Like we said on the previous video, let's say the law of conservation of energy. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed into one form to another. Transformation, back to potential, from potential, transformation to another challenge, which is different from the one before. We move in that direction. Those are the first three meditations of the aforementioned principles, concepts, values, assigned to that energy important. Then I'm going to stop here for now because I don't want to confuse it too much. I don't want to put God into meditation for the first time. Keep coming to the videos, keep commenting. And for you who look at them from the dark web, I see your reactions and I meet you along the way. Keep watching, it'll build you. It'll take your weekend, make you strong in it. Don't be so weak in it, not a strong in it. Keep on watching. So you can continue like that if you grasp the concept. Look at other concepts. Primarily focusing on the primary, then passing through the parts of the secondary. We look at the tertiary and the other next videos. The paths connecting those atoms. Those are the quaternary. The tertiary are the ones connecting the secondary, connecting the letters between the four vowels. They'll make a little kite. But if you want to reach visualization, the point where you can visualize yourself and look at that autonomy board, 3D and 4D, is like an octahedron inserted inside a cube. So you can sit there, you can see from all understanding this by an eye. That being said, one time go through all the principles of the board that we discussed in the previous video. Sit inside your autonomy shelter. Because after all, it's a pyramid. So, going forward, forward. Observe the watching in mind, body, and soul. Those are the pyramid things. Rest all day. Be true to yourself. Make sure that you love your company by respect. Because anything else is a fallacy or theft. I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful view. Yeah. See two planets, Mars and Jupiter, Mercy and Severity. Blessed Sunday, y'all. Love you.